and having then been through a very, very rigorous graduate school program in the US, I've come to believe that higher education is about the privileged teaching the privileged to become more privileged. That's what this is essentially about. Now, it's a very crude way of putting it, right? What I mean by that is that when you become an author, you're basically leaving behind a whole lot of people who have given you the insights. You become the sole author of that piece. Even if you really try and be very dramatic and very democratic, you bring in a few more names, but ultimately you're crafting yourself as the scholar who has come up with the insights. That's what it is about. And that is the ultimate source of this tremendous sense of vulnerability and unease about who we are as scholars. So, I went to grad school after many years of working, and one of my cohort mates who also worked for a long time outside the university and then came to grad school, we used to sit and wonder about the really, really thin skin of academics. It's absolutely thin. It's like one tiny little thing can puncture everything. You just feel miserable. Now, starting from that level of producing privilege, producing splendid isolation, that's the best scholar. From producing that kind of a subject position, if you look at what's going on in our universities, essentially until the 80s, it was quite fine. We were able to manage our universities well because there were privileged people who had privileged students and they were teaching them how to become better privileged over the next 2 years. And then suddenly you have a whole lot of people knocking on the doors, pushing through and then practicing and saying, here we are now, you deal with us. And I totally agree with Ananta that the university didn't ask for it. The university never thought about what to do with all of these unwashed masses who are walking into its gates. They're there and they're saying, now deal with us. Now here is the problem. The university immediately has to turn this into a problem of something being wrong with the students. So we have to have remedial courses. The remedial course actually has to be for the faculty members. Right? Why are you giving remedial courses to the students? You are the one who doesn't know how to teach. You were just not prepared for what was going to happen to you. You sat there, people walked in, and they're saying, we are here, now you deal with us. And you're stunned. So you're reacting to it. You might say, in the best interest of the student, look, you shouldn't actually be here. But that will be taken as an insult. So you don't know what to do that. Sometimes I have seen actually many faculty members who say that, we really thought it was a nice thing we were telling the student. We told him that, look, why do you want to come into this university? This is not the kind of thing that you should be doing. Right? Go and find a nice job. Why do you want to torture yourself through this whole system? And they took it as an insult. They said it's a caste schema. So then, that's the secular teacher who is actually trying to be very helpful and is very deeply offended that he's trying to teach the student that don't trouble yourself, don't torture yourself. And he's not taking it. Not taking it right at all. That's one set of issues. How do we deal with this problem? And I totally agree with what Suzy has said. I would just say that research that needs to be done has to be about producing a new pedagogy. What kind of research needs to be done for producing a new pedagogy where you figure out how to teach yourself, how to teach. And it's a huge problem, right? I mean, that's the fundamental question of pedagogy. How do I teach myself how to teach? Second set of issues has to do with, we haven't talked about this very much today, which is that a large part of the 100 cuts that a Dalit student or a student of lack of privilege faces in the university comes from the bureaucracy. The teachers, of course, do resent it, but they don't have a choice. They deal with them in the class, they'll mark down their attendance. But the bureaucracy in most universities is actually very hostile to everybody. It's a moribund bureaucracy which has been around for a very long time, and it has been very nasty to a lot of people, except that for a Dalit student, it cuts deeper. It's much, much deeper. Every time I hear about what happened to a student, the story that I hear is the student didn't have money. Right? That's not why he committed suicide, but that is the immediate context. He was trying to sleep in the mess for a whole week in dead winter, found one little sweater hanging on the hook. For 3 days, nobody picked it up. He put that sweater on. This is what happened to him, and then I see the tears. This is the problem. You have students, very large numbers of them on campus, who don't have money to eat, who don't have money to get around in the city. They are desperately struggling, which is the reason why a large number of them actually come into universities. And we say that the upper class students have vacated these classes and the Dalit students are taking them, and they can actually refer to them as footholds. How else do I get a foothold in the damn city, which is hostile to me all through? I'm coming into the university and that's how I'm going to get into the city. Now I can take a very, very scholarly stand on this and say that this is against the mission of the university. Why are they staying in the hostel? And in fact, that's exactly what a lot of bureaucrats have been saying, which is that why are these students who are not interested in education staying in university hostels? But they're staying in the university hostels because that's the only damn entry point that they have in the city. There's nothing else. And we have to, both as a larger society, as bureaucracy, deal with this. A lot of the bureaucracy refuses to respond to students when they say that why haven't I gotten my scholarship in time? And it's okay for an upper class student not to get the scholarship in time. It's not for a Dalit student. It's not for a student who comes from rural areas. It's not for a lot of students who then have to put up with a lot of humiliation on a moment-to-moment basis. And that's not easy to talk about. One of the biggest challenges in current contemporary Indian democracy is that there's a lot of shame, humiliation, pain, for which we can't find words. How do I articulate something as shameful as having to sleep in the hostel mess and stealing somebody's sweater to keep myself warm? It's not easy to talk about. And that's the big challenge of how insensitive, how horrible the university is. The third thing, I want to suggest that about 15 years ago, when I just finished my PhD, I had to write a teaching philosophy. And the statement that I wrote started with two claims. One has to do with what my father taught me, the teacher. Belongs to a very privileged Brahmin caste. Brahmins are not one homogeneous block. Within that, you have all kinds of hierarchies. There are higher and higher and higher Brahmins. And they go higher and higher and so on and so on. It is very high. But one of the things that my dad told me at that time was that he's just deal with a lot of students in the evenings and in the mornings at 5 o'clock students show up. And this was in the 70s when, to my mind, that was the time when the university kind of recouped and used the law very extensively with different students. Particularly in the examination department was seen as the source. The examination department was seen as the source of most of what was wrong with the university system. So 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the night, two men with a gun support would come to my house, wake us up, and give 2 bundles of question papers. In the morning, when my father goes to the college, he would get a message about which one to actually distribute in the examination center. So at that time, one of the days I was asking my father, why exactly did you work so hard? And he said that, one of the things that our sect has always believed in is that knowledge has to be verified. That's what we were taught, that's what I have always believed in. Whatever I know, nothing can be secret. If it is a secret, if it is privileged knowledge, it is not useful for anyone. So it has to open up. That's the only way it can be done. I thought it was a great moment of inspiration for me, and I kind of lived with it for a very long time. And at some point of time, precisely what Susie just said, that one can imagine equality, one can imagine that one is teaching the same thing to everyone, but the other person is not receiving the same thing, he's just not being able to receive it in the same way. And I could pretty much have ended up being that one of those secular teachers. The other big source of inspiration for me as part of my teaching philosophy was this statement by Gramsci, which is quoted and actually corrected by Edward Said, which is that history leaves in each of us an infinity of traces, but it doesn't give us an inventory. Therefore, the task of critical elaboration must begin with compiling an inventory. Now, I've always believed that teaching as a critical praxis has to be about helping people to put together that critical inventory. Because without that inventory, without figuring out what are all the different things that the history has deposited in me, and then being able to frame a critical response to what's going on in the university, I'm not completely failing in my task as a teacher. If that's where teaching has to start, as opposed to a university being a place where privilege is being reproduced on a day-to-day basis, and therefore a bunch of people will have to be excluded. If they cannot be excluded directly, since we cannot legally shut the door off to them, we will have to cut them, we will have to subject them to these paper knife cuts so many times every day that they will ultimately do. That's what the broader framework of the current challenge is. Now, I want to propose, based on these three, that at this point of time, when I look back on the last 40 years, of what I have known about the university system, one thing that strikes me is that there are these waves when law steps into the university. It steps in all kinds of guises, and there are these phases where it doesn't. There's something else going on in the university. It's like almost like a 10-year period. Every 10 years something changes. And I think that right now we are seeing one of those moments when the appeal is to the law. And the law is going to discipline everything, and it is going to drive a whole lot of things underground. That's what this is about. And this is how it is likely to be for the next 10 or 15 years. It seems to be that the case. In such a scenario, I want to propose that maybe we should be actually beginning to think about some sort of a post-university landscape. That a lot of things cannot happen only within the institution. Just as the people who want to reproduce privilege are going to appeal to the law, we need to appeal to some other forum outside of the university. We need to create resources outside of the university which have not been available until now to a lot of students. Roundtable India does a fantastic job. Right? Dalit Camera does a fantastic job. The Institute Foundation does a fantastic job. We need to create centers like this which help students actually navigate this enormously contradictory space called the university. I still am deeply invested in the university, which is basically about saying that, look, I can be absolutely radical, I can be absolutely reactionary, but liberal university is about somehow holding the two of them together so that resources are available to a large number of people to be able to interpret what's going on in the world around them in a safe space. Producing that safety, helping the students to, in situations when that safety is being denied, helping them to figure out how to navigate that space and remain safe. The first thing that occurred to me when I saw Rohit Vemula's sociology abstract for a conference was that why the hell did not anybody tell him that this is a fantastic abstract which is definitely going to be rejected. To start with this, you need to figure out some other way of framing the problem. That mentoring, that support system is just not there. And I don't know where it can come from. I'm not sure at this point of time that large universities will be able to produce these institutional resources within them. I think we'll have to bring them outside as well. Otherwise, we really don't have one. I'll stop there. We will do a quick round of brief comments. We'll open it up for a minute.